Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're from. Yeah, this is this is Dev Akitola. So I'll be talking about a new project I worked on and a new framework I worked on. I worked on a new project recently, which I built a Shopify store with Next.js, and I made Shopify handle all the CMS, the payment, everything is managed on Spotify on Shopify. The only thing managed the only thing managed on the front end is basically the UI and like showing what the products are and stuff like that. So basically, it's a custom Next.js project using Shopify as the CMS and handles all the database integration. And the reason why I did this was because I wanted to see um integrating Shopify with Next.js application using best of both worlds, majorly Next.js for React and like custom component, custom designs, and like SEO. And Shopify handles most of all the heavy lifting, the hardware, and everything I need. But the custom code is mine, so it's basically my own design, but using Shopify as the shop management. So yeah, I'm just going to show you some code and show you some design. So I'm coming. Let me refresh the page so you can see the beginning. So we have like a loader. I designed this loader to be like very good, and we got like the hero. Is the mesh store, so I didn't really go crazy with the design. I just went with like a minimal design using what I already designed for my portfolio. I think. Let me just show you again for those who haven't seen it. So basically, my portfolio is using like a graffiti style design. So I use most of the inspiration from here for the mesh stuff because it's a mesh stuff for my agency and for my portfolio. So I was like, okay, let me just match the design close to it. So the hero is just your typical hero, not too much, not too over designed, and from there you can like from here the customers can already see the product they want. So basically you can see all our selected product that we want you to see, so they can like see some of the products here, and this is our footer whereby they can message us and stuff like that. So so let's go to the shop. So the shop, I actually like, you can search the shop for like t-shirt. You can search for like a bottle, so you can see the search functionality works. Everything is managed using Shopify for that, and you can sort by category, appeal, yeah, and you can also sort by size. So basically, if you want like extra large, you can sort and you can just clear it here. So I'll be doing like a demo video, yeah. So let's pick a certain. So get like this cool loader to make sure everything is loaded before we see anything. So basically, it's just like a way for us to like use it. So yeah, so like this is basically a cloth. You can see once you click on it, you can see the zoomed in version of it. Then you can check for the white, check for the black, and yeah, you get more information about it and more information, the price, the color. Currently, white is out of stock. You can put it to black and extra large out of stock. It's out of stock, so you only have like medium that is in stock currently. So you can add to cart. You can also like copy the link to like send it to your friend or anybody you want. And you can also like check. You can also like, oh, you might also like, these are like product relating to what you're already searching for. So you can also check the collection. So collections are like different like collections we do. Maybe we'll do a collection for this year, we'll do a collection for 6 months. So basically we can manage everything using Next.js. But you can set the collection in Shopify. So you can like get different collections. Currently I only have like one collection because this is a demo. So I don't need to like one collection. You can see the details about the collection. You can also sort, you can see the products in the collection, and you can check our journal. Our journal has like our blog. So basically it's like our blog for the website, so you can like check what we're thinking about, what we're building, what we're designing, and see what is latest what we're talking about, the new drops and a lot of things. So basically, you can manage everything using on Next.js, and everything is managed on Shopify. Everything was just showing it. So yeah. So that's what I wanted to like. That was one of my goals to like build or front end for a Shopify store, because I believe that Shopify is very good. I've seen most of that infrastructure design code and everything, core infrastructure, and they're very good at it. So I was like, let me try and see if I can bring that to like my own front end, and stuff. So yeah, so that's the journal. The journal has like a blog, and for like release blog for all our products and drops and stuff like that. So you can go to your cart. Currently, I'll delete some. This this is okay. Yeah. Then you can see your cart. You can add to the add element. You can delete, as I've just done. So just utilize payments. So basically, what utilizing the payment and like everything, all the payments is managed on Shopify. You get your emails managed on Shopify. Everything is managed. So basically, it's just like a subsystem of your own product. So basically, it acts like a middleman for you. And for me as a developer, that solves a lot of issues. Integrating payments, integrating Stripe. It's not like it's hard, but the most customers don't want to like go through the stress of using that. Most of them will be like, okay, I already have a Shopify store, so why don't I just use that, because that is good and stuff like that. So this is just the Shopify dashboard where you can like see your collections. You can like see your products. You can edit the product. Everything on Shopify. You can like check your customers. You can get like, so basically Shopify just adds like the dashboard and the admin system for you. Most customers feel like, oh, I feel like Shopify is a better fit for me, and why don't I just use Shopify for this and that? And that's how it's done. So basically, let me use a demo. Okay. So I'm just going to use 1129 So this is just for demo. I think there's a discount code I put. Yeah, there's a discount code. So you see, this discount code is managed on the dashboard. So that's like, so the customers doesn't even need to be stressing about like, oh, how do I like do all this? Everything's managed on Shopify. All they need to do is use Shopify for everything, admin system, everything. And the only thing I'll be thinking about every time I'm building a Shopify store is because most customers sometimes will be like, I don't want a subscription service that I'll pay for. But I always advise that Shopify is the best. You pay for it, and you actually like have access to features, technologies coming. And recently, I think the new Shopify did like or information about like new products coming and new tech coming. They even added a feature whereby your product can be advertised on other Shopify stores, and that's the benefit of using something like Shopify. And cool. So we're just going to pay. So no, this is a demo like payment, so it's not real money. It's just we're just demoing in you out demoing the thing for now. So yeah, so you can go to, you see, we get a custom email that, oh, thank you for your purchase, your order is being shipped, we will notify you when it's sent. So everything is managed on Shopify, and that's the benefit of having like Shopify as your e-com provider, because you have like access to a lot of all these emails and stuff. If I were to build it, I can build it. I'll use recent React email and stuff like this for all this information, but I don't need to worry about that. And the customers doesn't need to worry about paying extra costs on integration of all these things into their services and stuff like that, because Shopify does. I'm not here to show Shopify as like, oh, it's the holy grail. I'm just like an alternative to building e-commerce store, because I built a lot of e-commerce store. I built my own with full stack with Superbase. I built with Sanity. I built with Headless CMS and a lot of things. But always want to test out new technologies and see how we can make the development time shorter and increase the sale rate and the performance and a lot of things for that. So you can like view your store, you can view your purchase and like check the order. So you can like so all these are managed using Shopify, and the customer can like say, oh, we already got like an order. See, can manage everything's managed on Shopify. That's I'm not trying to shill it. I'm just trying to show that the benefit of using if a tool with with your Shopify and with your e-commerce store and seeing the benefit of it. The main purpose of learning to code for me was to see the benefit of adding different things together to like form experiences and products for people that actually use them. And a lot of people I have built for always ask me why don't we use Shopify? So I was like, let me test it, and now I've tested it. I'm like, wow, this is actually something good, and and that's the benefit. And most of all the SEO are managed in Next.js, so and everything is like dynamic SEO. We use Shopify to get most of all the data and stuff like that, and that's the benefit. So they can check their orders and they can see the information, everything, and they can buy again. They can log in. Everything's managed on Shopify. Everything's managed on Shopify. I don't know. Currently, my internet is kind of slow. So yeah, they can log in by email. So basically, this login to manage their dashboard and everything is managed on Shopify. I just needed to build a front end to build a custom interface for the user to like to go and like view because most people want a custom design. It's not like Shopify doesn't offer UI using drag and drop features, but a lot of people always like they want like custom designs for the Shopify stores, and that's why we use Next.js and React. And I think Shopify has a version of their own framework, which is Hydrogen. I tried Hydrogen once, but I never liked it. It's not like it's not good, but I'm used to writing Next.js and React, so I just went with that and I took it as a challenge. So they can see the past product they have, and you can check everything is managed on Shopify. I didn't build all these sections that you're seeing currently. All I built was the front end for the main store itself. So that's the benefit of having like Shopify as like a CMS and a tool for your ecom. I've been hearing a lot of news about using Sanity CMS plus Shopify. I've not actually tested it, but the premise is actually good. I wonder how it will be like, but I'll test it out and give you people like I'll make a video about like talking about the products and talking about the features and stuff like that. So as usual, the website is responsive on all platforms, from mobile phones, on laptops, on tablets. I only build responsive websites, so they can view everything. They can view everything here and stuff like that. Everything is managed. So just like show you a few screens on mobile, so you know that it's like fully responsive on all screens. So so yeah. So that's what I'm just trying to talk about, like building custom designs using Next.js and Shopify. Shopify handles the heavy lifting with the ecom centric tasks like orders management, dashboard, everything is managed using Shopify. Integration, admin, dashboard, everything is on Shopify, and I can build as much custom design as I want on the front end, so that the user can be like, okay, I like this custom design. I don't want, and maybe if the customer is like, the client is like they want a custom design, it's possible, and they can use Shopify for the admin dashboard and order management and everything. So this video is not about glazing. It's not about glazing Shopify, but it's about talking about the benefit of using different tools together to satisfy clients and to actually build experiences. The goal of me learning software engineering or building websites is that I use tools to build what I want. because I found out a lot of people are always logged into systems whereby they'll be like, oh, I don't have a choice, I have to use this. I don't believe in that. You can use anything to solve anything. I've built with full stack, I've built with Superbase, I've built with my own database, and now I'm built with Shopify. So the choice can be limited, cannot be limited, sorry, it's unlimited. You can use anything to build or to reach a certain goal. So that's why I made this video, to talk about those tools and stuff like that. So yeah, the code is on GitHub, and yeah, you can always check the website in the description. I'm going to add it there. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. And if you have any questions, comment and anything, I will respond to all the comments. And yeah, like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.